Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. The Rumble is going, Twitch is going. YouTube is going. Twitter is going. Activate the chat windows, forgot to open that up. And there we go, that's all good to go. Save the preview. That should be all good to go. Give another moment to double check my computer. Yep, looks like everything's good to go. Okay, I need to change windows. This one should be fine. That's the home button. I'm already home, so I don't need to go hit the home button. Either way, let's go and get started. Let's see, how about we start with a couple 1v1s and finish off the day with a 2v2. I think that's a good enough plan. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay spawn on the south side as the US forces got Lay Simply, which that name well enough. Spawn on the north side as the Vermont forces got Sane Devem. I think this is one of the older replays I downloaded, or one that was somebody requested like, oh, can you cast between at least one of these players? And I did. Can't remember when I downloaded it. Either way, looks like a triple engineer opener on the field over here. Pioneer is double pioneer opener. We're going to see an earlier Volksgrenadiers or MG42. Mission sector now being obtained.
Squad is ready.
Squad is building a barracks.
In the field.
Does partially build it and does tag him off. Going into the cutoff sector, not a bad idea. Oops, I think I was about to get a hiccup in. Pioneers kept the left flank while his opponents kept the right flank, so relatively standard capture or balance capturing for both sides. When I say balance, I mean completely onto one side. Motorcycle pulling field. I was expecting Volks or MG42. Motorcycle charge way forward, upon trying to harass these engineers. He does capture that sector there. Does get inside the garrison. I see the door open. Get some decent damage there. Pioneers have a bit of trouble here, as well as the motorcycle. Just stick back a long enough range, and he can just fire away forever. Engineers do take a bit of a burst there. Some damage there on the engineers. Double motorcycle, but that's pretty unusual. Is he going to try to do some sort of Volksgrenadier skip? Motorcycle does take a bit of burst there. MG42, or the motorcycle's engaging the engineers. Some damage on these guys here, but could be repaired up in no time. Rifle squad advancement forward does get a bit of a burst there onto the Pioneer, which help deny repairs. Motorcycles need to focus fire one target down. Could be better to focus on the engineers since it's easier to force them back, but the rifle squad actually poses a threat. The engineers are out of range, so it's probably better to hit the rifleman. Over here, third motorcycle. What is going on? Oh, what's going on? He's built 3 motorcycles. But why 4 motorcycles? Okay, this is going to just be a fun game, isn't it? Don't take this one too seriously. I have no idea how well quadruple motorcycle handles. That may be quintuple motorcycles. See something on the build queue.
Rifleman. Engineers, taking fire.
Engineers are injured here. Does get force back. That does not capture the fuel sector. Probably could suck it out a little bit longer. Our squad's inside the garrison. Got the motorcycle over here as well. I wonder if you realize how many motorcycles fighting against. Blah. Maybe got to have the US player to lay down some landmines whenever it can, because it would one-shot the motorcycle. Yep, we do have now quintuple motorcycle, X-tuple motorcycle on the way. I'm assuming. I think at this point that's a pretty safe assumption. Pioneers do take a bit of damage there. Pioneer may get wiped out, which would actually be a bit of loss. It needs the repairs. Does save the Pioneer. It may have got an idea to go for an early comp option to get the motorcycles off Veterancy. I have no idea how Veterancy scales on motorcycles. But then again, don't think I really know how many motorcycles is a good number as well. Pioneer does fall back, could get wiped out there. Does need the source repairs. We'll spot them tied of motorcycles. At this point in time, can you get out Rangers or Airborne for anti-tank weapons? Our squad taking some decent damage here. Got Hex-tuple motorcycles now in the field. Right now, the capturing looks like in favor of the US player. We do now have a third Pioneer on the field for capturing. Motorcycles may be falling back to give a bit of repairs. I think it'd be better for them to repair on the front line rather than back line. So provide some constant fire support. Kept this sector there. We'll of course get this fuel sector in supply. Was a quadruple Pioneers on the field, which does actually make sense. I think. Maybe infantry doctrine would be pretty good as well to help lay down landmines with riflemen. Right now, he should just deploy down landmines whenever he can. That's a great spot for landmine. Maybe another one here. He is going for one here as well. Very, very good. Engineers are quite wounded. Pioneers are also quite wounded. I think the wounded one fell back and the healthier one. Splits off a handful of motorcycles and engage those forces. Never mind. All of them pursuing. You could get a pretty nice concave of motorcycles. It's just you get force on back. It's just to hit there. We've got some Flamen warfares on the field. They were Flamens. Rifle squad's just being melted. Okay, what's the US player? Would bars be a good upgrade? I think? I have no idea. See some manpower being vested, but maybe just some reinforcing. Looks like it. Go over trios. Into trios is a good idea, because getting your health recovered will help them engage better pull-up engagements. Usually to cover this sector.
Engineer unit lost.
And I think that's going to be the skirmish phase. Could be for the assault phase. I do think he needs to get the Comcraft to get some veterancy going. The US player is actually taking some wipes. But then again, 6 motorcycles is quite a bit. Wiped out the rifleman there. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe infantry company or airborne to get out rangers or paratroopers with recoilless rifles.
We are losing a fuel point.
Though honestly, Ranger of Thompson's wouldn't be half bad either. Our squads push way forward. Our squad's here in good numbers. Flame Warfare will get wiped on out.
Enemy unit down.
Take some damage there. A couple of these guys will find some landmines. Maybe not. Wait, what? Oh, that's a Wehrmacht landmine. No, there's a landmine there. Wait, what? It must be incomplete Wehrmacht landmine. I'm going crazy, aren't I? Pioneers do fall back there. Intruders take a bit of fire.
Losing ground out there.
Motorcycles, convoy motorcycles moving around. We got bars upgraded. Taking a bit of damage there. Some of these motorcycles may go down. Now this landmine may be found. This one has not. Does get found.
Enemy unit down.
So 2 motorcycles do go down. Bar squad pursuing these others.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
What doctrine is the Wehrmacht player going for? He's going for the Sturm Army for probably for some
Front
2, 3,
shifting.
4s.
Routes are grabbing territory from us. Front shifting. Routes are grabbing territory from us.
Bar squad engaging that Pioneer.
Position under fire from crowd troops! Construction detail, marked and done here.
Enemy unit down.
Pioneer does get wiped out. We do now have this Rack Squad can hit by 4 of these guys. One of these guys are actually quite wounded. Flame Warfare getting ripped apart. Flame Warfare goes down, damaging the crit on a different one that I had selected. So 2 of these motorcycles go down. Damaging one would like to go down here. Nothing to report out there. He has minimal sectors of mode, just at the safe munition fuel sector. Pioneer does fall back.
Enemy unit down.
Motorcycle has gone down. He can always salvage it as well.
Supply station secure. Let's get this over with, god damn it!
So nothing being built there.
Construction finished.
So that's 3 of these motorcycles. Pioneers report. Wehrmacht sniper and full on the field. Flamethrower against good first there. He is going to focus on pretty quickly though. Flamethrower squad does fall back, so does the rifleman. Bar squad
Losing
there.
ground out there.
Sniper gets another shot.
Construction complete. Objective secure. Rifle squad defended.
Bar squad 3-4. Got close to the 3 motorcycles here. Some of them getting a bit of damage.
Sniper got it zeroed in!
Germans are seizing territory.
Sniper does get another shot on in, but of course does soft retreat away. Motorcycles need some repairs. Sniper provides some fire support. Another sniper deployed in the field. Nothing on the Sturm Armory just yet.
Got enemy troop movement! Engineers taking heat! Listen up!
Pioneers or engineers do fall back there.
We hold the initiative. At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas. Operation posts report we are losing a sector.
Engineers in the field! Far above! They keep fucking coming! Left element on the
Pioneers do fall back there.
sniper!
Sniper does get a good shot there. And we do now have the motorcycles trying to engage. These guys are softened up a little bit. The sniper getting softened up himself. Motorcycle takes some fire there from the bars and make it picked off there. Rock squad pretty close going down.
Enemy unit
Motorcycle does go down. Rock squad does fall back. Flamethrower squad does fall back away from the bar rifleman as well.
Done building here.
Supply yard now built. He's going for a motor pool. Tank depot. Fresh 234 deployed in the field. That's a US landmine there. And right there, mine detonation, no engine crit. And I don't think I heard sticky bomb research just yet, but did get engine crit there from the small arms fire.
Alright, now we can call in the heavy tanks.
Tank depot now deployed in the field.
Begin armored operations.
M10 on the build queue. I think it's, I suppose the 234 in the field. An early M10 is not a bad idea. He can always follow up with additional Shermans. He has gone for field repair. Landmine detonation there. Motorcycle does go down. Bar swap straight forward. M10 push right forward, trying to get a shot there on the 234. He may need to upgrade it to a 50mm.
Sector being
Or get out
captured.
Stug. Or Stug would be a better option for him. But it looks like he's voting fire. He did get fully repaired on up. Does hit 10 there.
Infantry squad lost.
This player lost a unit, probably engineer. Rolls a miss there. Yeah, those engineer squad went down.
Enemy unit down.
Bar squads push right forward. Snipers, two of them backing on off. I thought I saw a third. M10 straight forward, and the 234 is taking some damage. Motorcycle goes down.
Fuel supply is ours. That's it. Construction.
Enemy
finished.
unit down.
Good crushes there onto the Pioneers. Pack 38 set on up. Gonna play a bit of Ring Around the Rosie. Gets a good shot there.
Enemy
Main
is
gun
down to
sure to crit
300
there, so
points.
stays alive. Another Pack 38 there. Damage from the crit onto it. And now the 234 is going to do some repairs. Got field repair now active to repair up not only the injury crit, but probably enough health to do so other work.
Listen up, rifle squad.
Snappers taking some damage there. M10 fully repaired. Pack 38 rotating around. Pack 38 gets another good shot there.
Point captured.
M10 almost destroyed, trying to crush some of these snipers. And trouble setting up. One sniper does get crushed, the other one gets side garrison. M10 does go down. Rifleman back on off. Sherman tank pushed way forward. Rolls a miss there.
We finished construction.
Looks like I'm starting to doze off a little bit. My apologies.
Losing ground out there.
I'll need to find a drink nearby. I'll have to wait till after this game to grab a drink nearby to help Mike myself up. Our squad does fall back. I do know one thing, I've been getting a lot of steps in today. And this week, we do have now a sniper and 2 Pac-38s camouflaging the way forward. Engineers will bring up the Sherman tank. Alright, from the squad push way forward. Should probably go for more Sherman tanks at the current rate. We do also have another US landmine here.
We're losing ground out there. They have 200 points left.
Finds a landmine, destroys the engine. Pac-38s get double tap. View repair could be utilized. Another double tap there, though 1 bounce. View repair active. Main gun destroyed a crit there, no death crit. Double miss there.
Enemy unit down.
There goes the 234. Sherman take back on off, has some damage. Field repair will keep him quite healthy. You can see a bounce and miss there. No 234 straight forward. And one more shot onto the Sherman.
Krauts are pounding on a forward emplacement.
Ready to move!
Observation post has been pulled out there. The US player does actually need the fuel.
Zeroed in!
We do have another Sherman tank on the
Krauts are
build queue.
pounding on a forward emplacement. They're hitting
Landmines being
forward
built
emplacements,
now.
trying to take our territory.
We have finished construction.
A fuel point is being seized.
Our squad decaptured this cut-off sector, but only cutting off the single munitions sector, which is also being decaptured by bar riflemen. Trim tank rolls a miss.
Losing ground out there.
Good pan there.
We got ground armor!
Supply lines are broken. The air supply lines are broken from supply.
Trim tank pushed way forward. Grenadiers
Point under attack.
may receive a shot there. Great shot on the Grenadiers. Our squad takes some fire. Another Sherman tank pushed way forward. 334 takes some fire. Got, of course, the Pac-38. Double Pac-38 gains some good
Enemy
shots.
unit down.
Beautiful active. Grenadier does get finished off. He's splitting his fire. He needs to make sure he focus fires. Sherman tank takes severe damage. One the Pac guns starting to rotate. The other Sherman tank should be just fine for the time frame. Damage crit there on the 234. No, still gun build queue.
Taking fire!
Finding a landmine's quite big. Gets good hit there. T crews at Pac-38. This Pac-38 gets a shot there. He reverses into it. The Sherman takes engagement. Does have damage from the crit. Rolls a miss there. Grenadiers 3-4. They may be being upgraded for Panzertrek. Panzertrek complete. Good shots there. Heard another landmine detonation. This time Pioneers finding a US landmine. Destroyed engine crit there, so it really can't move. And it goes out of control there as well.
Front shifting. Krauts are grabbing territory from us.
Regular Sherman takes the deployment field. Sniper gets an okay hit there. Bar squad straightforward, trying to capture some sectors. Is seeing some sniper fire though.
We're losing ground out there.
Sherman tank push straight forward. Another landmine being built now.
The enemy is down to 100 points.
Grenadiers take some damage. And does get forced back by the Sherman tank. Up here we do have Pac-38 damage. The other Pac-38 is just decrewed. Also damaged. Our squad is seeing some more sniper hits. Flamethrower can get some good fire there. Rifle squad about to get wiped on out.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending.
We do now have a Sherman take straight forward. Arcus has been salvaged. Here's what the Wehrmacht players at the moment. The US player has decent amount of manpower and fuel. I think he's going for a Sherman Crocodile next. He's approaching enough fuel for a Sherman Crocodile. Wehrmacht player right now is eyeing for 234. I think he should better eye for Stug at the moment, deal with all the Shermans.
The Cowboys are engaging us here!
The mines are ready.
234 moving around. Pioneers making their way forward. Got the landmine found there. Sherman tank rolls a miss, but gets a serious splash hit. At 234, maybe at 0 health, so one pen injuries could take it out. Not likely to destroy its main gun. Gets destroyed entirely, including its main gun. And now we've got the Pioneers following them back. Pioneers take some damage. Bar squad push way forward. Oh, we got propaganda war utilized there. Force back those rifleman squads. Construct does connect on the Sherman. Pack 3 trying to push way forward. That is a US landmine. 234 advance way forward. He has a bit of manpower to work with. Maybe another pack gun wouldn't be half bad. Misses there. Damage into crit there on the Sherman. Sherman tank rotates around. Now we do have repairability, but the Sherman tank does go down.
We have heavy armor and company reserves.
Ah, that's what he's eyeing. Pershing now can be brought on the field. He has a bit of fuel left over. One level supply yard as well. Getting a Pershing leveled up pretty early on would be half bad.
We're losing ground out there.
Landmine does get detonated there. Grenadiers inside the garrison.
Enemy unit down. Our forces are taking casualties.
Something went down over here, sounds like. But it looks the US player also may have lost a full rifle squad here as well. There's a squad may get wiped out as well. Decent amount of losses here.
Objective secured. Rifle squad defending. We are losing a sector. They're going after one of our munitions points.
Pershing now uploading field.
The Huns are taking our territory.
Fire squad push way forward. Flame engineers falling on back. Oh,
We're losing a fuel sector.
went through the heavy cover there. Propaganda war forced back the riflemen. The US player has enough munitions or for a field repair. He's going to get some great work done. Of course, he's also worried about Pack 38s, but overall the US player go for a lot of other assets. I think a Sherman or Sherman Crocodile wouldn't be half bad at the moment.
Contact! Proud infantry!
Pershing takes some hits. Pack 38 firing away. 234 advancing forward on the flank. Pershing falling on back of the Bar squad straight forward.
They're taking one of our points.
Sniper does get a good shot there on the rifleman. Bar squad gains more good damage. Pershing pushes straight forward. Gets a splash hit on the sniper. These forces do manage to fall back. Bar squad takes some damage there. Does take a hit there from the pack gun. Field repair active. Field repair could help him out damage the damage done from single pack gun. Another pack 30 straight forward. AT gun does get decrewed, but this one's in a good angle. Go hit to the rear armor.
Operation Post report we are losing a sector.
234 does go down. Balance there. Flame engineers will fall back. Pershing does not have HC1 just yet. Probably getting pretty close to it. 234 just over here. No Comcraft Center right now for the Vermont player either. Fuel sector now being captured on up. Pershing getting repaired on up. Flame engineers push down south. Rock squad does skip away. Now got the bar squad for 234 here, full health. Tries to play forward. I don't know if he has access to sticky bombs just yet. King Tiger can now be brought in the field for the Wehrmacht player. He does bring in the King Tiger.
We have gained the momentum on the field.
Fire squad skirmishing around, trying to find another opportunity to engage. I heard a landmine detonation somewhere. Grenadiers do get hit. Bar squad straight forward. Good hit there. King Tiger straight forward. Pack 38 gets some hits there onto the Pershing. Bar squad advancing. Field repair active. Panzerstruck does connect, so does AT gun. Pershing gets main gun destroyed crit. Balance there on the front of armor. Pershing does go down. And rock squads do fall back. Everything's falling back there. X player has 76 tickets remaining. US player has a decent number, but has not been able to keep his Sherman tanks alive. And now there's a King Tiger on the field, providing massive presence. And may decide to go and attack his opponent's base. Has some anti-infantry support there. No M1 AT guns available. This place is building nothing from the tank depot at the moment. He's aiming for another Pershing.
Losing ground out there. They've destroyed our barracks.
Barracks does go down. Bar squad may get a sticky bomb off.
Our forces are taking casualties.
Our squad does get wiped out. Another Pershing in the field. King Tiger is at full health. And of course, we'll have some fire support back here. Panzerstruck and 2 AT guns way up there. Pershing push way forward. Looks like the King Tiger's winning pretty handily. clear the Persians that didn't play enough War Thunder. In order to take on the King Tiger, you need to hit the bits right there to one-shot effectively, or at least take out the breach. Looks like the US players from cast and GG.
Casualties being reported.
And looks like the US player has back to the game, and we got a nice little heat wave there. I love heat jets. They may not be the most accurate things, but they are fun. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started next replay, I need to grab a nearby drink. Give me one moment. Oops, it exploded. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but oh great. Let me find this one. This one's not exploding. Sorry about that. Let's go on to the... Let's just do this 2v2 right now. Greetings everyone, Angrade here from another Cup Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the right side as the British forces got Lucky Stilet. Spawn as the US ally, we got Brutal Hummel. Spawn on the left side as the Wehrmacht forces, we got... I know he mentioned how to pronounce his name, and I forgot it because it's been about a year. Because it's Argentino Soros. Probably butchered that name well enough. Spawn as the Paisley player. We've got Nemike. That's how I'm probably going to pronounce it this time around. By the way, let's take our part of the map. So looks like the allies going to be a bit more defensive. Not a bad idea sometimes. And rush AT. Russian defensive positions, keep your eyesight of the map secure, is never really a bad idea. Section creeping its way forward. Try and claim that fuel point for BP.
We've captured the target.
Pioneers advance to the strategic point. Pioneers capture the selectors there. Panzer is heading a bit too far south, and he's going to be a bit aggressive. Seeing both sides have gone a bit defensive is also, is that good or bad thing? Because you can see the Panzer player assume the British player or somebody's going to be aggressive down south, which is simply not the case. Or maybe soon to be the case. We got a Bren carry there. Carry the not Bren squad. Got a line of wire there. Got another Panzer Grenadiers laying some tank traps now. The Lee Enfield carrier push way forward. Crush smashes through the wire. And all the wire, the Pioneer must be like, he just got done making all that, doing all that, and all of a sudden, all of his life work is now done for. Scope rifle backing on off away from the MG42, as well as the Schimwagen Type 166. So the trench trying to be built there, but he's also knocking him around a little bit, which is not great. But looks like the builder squad is going to be just fine. Forwards to the trenches can be quite nice, and we've got the potentially very forward HQ being pulled now. Not going to see it up here or back here, but let's see. Maybe I can pull it right here. So the trench built there, and now would be a very difficult position for them to break. Got Panzer Grenadiers here. or Panzer Grenadier, or HT push, half track push. Oh, I see 3 Panzer Grenadiers in the field. He says it's gonna be 4 Panzer Grenadier. Comp Group Company on the way. I'm not sure what RE. Oh, we do have Scorched Earth available and selected. He's asking the British player is asking the US player to be defensive and go for tech. All a fast Greyhound. British player wants to dig in. He does have a MMG carrier. Maybe playing out some more slit trenches wouldn't be half bad. Have this squad evacuated from the slit trench. Panzerjäger Command now being built. Maybe you can field support truck now being brought on in. I will see a 2-2 deployed in the field. Probably repeat sappers in return. Very forward mortar placement. They have bad units. Well, it's initial game. Two Schimwagens. MMG carrier is going to be more than plenty against these guys. Cancels the bunker there. Forward slit trench there. Forward mortar placement. Very relatively forward mortar placement. Panzer Grenadiers be front of heavy cover. M40 firing away. The bunker decides to emerge from the ground. Out of curiosity, there's an MG42 there from the bunker, but yet there was no MG42 upgrade on the incomplete bunker. So how's there MG42 there? Got a lieutenant there. Mortar placement does get cancelled there. US players being nice defensive. Sappers on the way. Maybe we'll see a Bofors placement if he wants to be defensive. That will hard counter any sort of light vehicle push, such as the 2-2s. Rifle squads trying to engage the Panzer Grenadiers. Over here, do have a sniper blown in the field. Scuttles both the trenches. Do now have these Schimwagens push way forward. Sniper provides some fire support. We do have a 25-pounder there. Stay, I'm fine. I'm assuming saying stay down south rather than stay up north. Rifle squad takes some damage there. Got the Kenninggrad up here to push way down south, get to this intersection. Lieutenant here. Sapper here. See 2 stars, but I'm only seeing one lieutenant on the field at the moment. Which I never know if that's just a visual bug or actually a full bug. MNG carrier taking some fire there. Lieutenant firing down south. Panzer Grenadiers push way forward. Got a casualty cleaning station here to rid some casualties. One casualty has been obtained. Schimwagen is pushing around the flank. Blue is back on off. German target went down, so I guess I sound like a landmine detonated as well, so maybe one of those motorcycles did get destroyed. Panzer Grenadiers taking some damage. STG squad slowly apart the field observation post. 2-2 pushing up here. No potion wagon's still there, so I'm not sure what it got exploded. Maybe the Kenninggrad? No, Kenninggrad's there, so I'm not sure what went down. Greyhound there, with armor skirts now deployed in the field.
NCO's reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Aspendiers do get ripped apart there. 2-2 is pushed down south. Good shot there onto the catch-clearing station. MMG carrier firing away, suppressing down the G43 squad. Sapper pushes forward. Catch-clearing station takes another hit. Retreats on back, and he's focused on the Shrek squad. MP42 here. 25-pounder was cancelled. US sniper pulling field. Sapper trying to pair up the catching recovery clearing station. US Greyhound does force back the MG42, and everything's falling back to the Wehrmacht players, or the Axis players. 2-2s have plenty of help. Pack 38 push way forward.
Destroyed a German target.
Schimwagen does go down. Oh, looks like the Kaliningrad went down right there. That can be recovered with a Bergentiga. RE in mines. I'm trying to think what RE is. Rural Engineers? No. I think Free Echelon as well. That's Puppy Rose 2. Yeah, I don't know why. I just can't think of what RE stands for on the top of my head. Rural Engineers? Probably not.
Yes, sir. Let's be ready, boys.
We've got 25 pounders now being established. SN dead, Sniper dead somewhere.
Ready for your orders.
US Sniper now pulling field, gets shocked and receives some shots. Mass, anti-tank, and infantry. Plus 2 snipers. So build everything.
The initiative is ours. Victory countdown starts.
Gonna kill crit there on the M8. Greyhound does fall back. He may have splashed his own 25 pounder. Sniper does get spotted. I have no idea what that whistle was. It was a US quote. Sniper does get run down with Schimwagen. Greyhound does go down to the Pack 38. Oh, there's a light ATF track there. 25 pounder firing away. Ref squad does fall back there. Got the STG Pentagoners move forward. Got scope rifle and breads here. Lieutenant just got pressure C1. Does fall back there. Looks like the 25 pounder does get decrewed. Make it destroyed by a flame burst. Panstrike just may want to finish it off. Panstrike does finish off the 25 pounder. Artillery back here. Does not wake up that flame of Pioneer. Now got these intersections charging way forward. Got a bit of shot there in the 2-2. Grenades been thrown there. Gets a bit of splash. Grenadiers may get wiped up. Does get wiped out there. MMG carrier takes some damage there. Grenadiers do fall back.
QM's just distributed supercharged rounds to the arty line.
So Rural Artillery has been selected for the British player, which is standard. I have not seen what doctrine the US player has gone for, but it's more likely to be infantry at the current rate. Could be for armor. Highly doubt it's going to be for airborne.
We've captured the target.
Build complete over here.
Once the trench is fully built, does get reinforced there. Lieutenant inside of this trench. Could be a good idea just to sort of dig in if you want to be defensive. That's the British specialty. He's asked the teammate to build some AT. We got two M1 AT guns here. So one is quite damaged.
Ren, ready for orders.
2-2 is pushing the way forward. Rife Squad does spot them. At least one. Artillery barrage up here. Panzer Grenadiers rotating away from there.
Standing by to
Piet squad now researched.
Contact reports show the German vehicle was knocked out in that last skirmish.
Looks like a Schimwagen got the hit by the artillery. Panzer Grenadiers heading up north. Got the AT gun here. Rifle squads straight forward. Down south, got the half track moving around. Question mark? Maybe he's confused by this. There is 18 out of 12 in there, so he has quite a garrison. And a question mark would be a good description. Got Panzer Grenadiers straight forward, but I'm more curious over here. I'll keep an eye on the mini map. It looks like the Rife Squad and Engineers do fall back. Dismounted. Got double Fascist Grenadiers here. I think I see 3 Panzertreks in total. No, just see 2. Splitting his fire. Got a trio sent here. Grenadier hitting down south.
Able to cover kill zones.
Panzer is straight forward. Some got covering kill zones. I think that's sector artillery then. Intersection reforms. The Berserker got a free intersection. That would be useful when the opponents are advancing. M1 AT guns back on off over there. MMG carrier, plenty of health. Motorpool takes some hits. He's splitting his fire a little bit too much. No supply yard upgrade looks like. Road charge activated there. Rife squads need to just be a move in this region. Protect himself. That's a bird. US triage so he is able to heal up from these units. That's going to fall back. Pioneer managed to get inside the slit trench. That is the British player's fault. And his own 7 pounder will go down because of it. Fire squad pushing forward. Case camps in the motor pool. That could be from another M1 AT guns. Something quad there. Half track does fall back time. One Grenadier does fall back. And oh, it's another Greyhound. Which, if I remember correctly, one Panzertrek shot could take it out since it has no armor skirts. It does fall back. 70 pounder fully destroyed. Pioneer from Minesweeper inside the garrison. I think the flamethrower squad may have been wiped out. I see a guy there. Oh, I saw a guy. .25 pounder is hit there on the plaque or pack 38.
Enemy
Greyhound. Direct hit there. Looks like there's 2 25 pounders on the field. British forces advancing. If he redeploys one of these HQ trucks, he could try locking down the sector. Be a great sector for sector artillery. And now there's a Wehrmacht Panthers and a Stu. So we've got Blitzkrieg and Scorched Earth versus Raw Artillery and something we don't know from the US player just yet. But it just feels like infantry play, but this is not a bad play for armor as well. Seeing the Panthers. Maybe we're going to start going towards armor with some M10s. The British player could eye for some Fireflies. I don't think I've even seen a captain yet on the field. The captain is on the field, has a Panzertrek as well. Asking US player to lay down some landmines, probably not a bad idea. Let's go for our squads to fall back. He says, or maybe he pinged somewhere saying mines are there. Grenades been thrown there, good hit there on the STG squads. One did a good wipe down out. Grenadier carrier does go down. Up here, we do now have the 251 half track moving around. Trying to destroy the AT gun entirely. Good, it's onto the NG squad. Piet squad gets pinned. Got a lot of vehicles here. AT gun does get fully destroyed. You got Stuart here, which may not be the greatest idea since they're fighting against Panthers. But maybe I for some canister shots. One Panther squad does get wiped on L, trying to save the 25 pounder, slowly being whittled down by friendly fire as well. But looks like he will save it. Never mind, Panther finishes off. That Grenadier may have been finished off as well. Nope, there's still one guy left. Never mind, he did get finished off there. Bar squad's push way forward. Yes, Stu did find a landmine, has it been critted. Panther does get buttoned there. Intersection heading up north, trying to lay down the trench next to the Stu. Got a US landmine here.
We've got no anti-armor weapons!
Yes, according to the intersection, he has no anti-armor weapons. Not like it's the campaign where you can find boys AT rifles on the ground. Oh wait, that's just the Tiger Ace mission. It's actually sort of interesting how many unused assets are in the campaigns. You got the boys AT rifles. You got the Lef 18s. And that's all I can remember. Tiger Ace, technically, but also that's more or less a skin that got replaced by the King Tiger. Stu goes down. That Stu's almost down as well. Good shot there, Stu. Decent hit there on the rifleman. Another 25 pounder pulled in the field. Brand squad, there's a bit of fire there. ST squad makes its way forward.
NCO's reporting they have destroyed a German dock.
Pioneers get wiped on out. Greyhound does take some fire there, and one T-gun finished off the Stu, giving him Veteran State 2. But direct hit there from the Hummel knocks out both AT guns. Panther push way forward. I don't know if he has access to sticky bombs just yet. Probably should get a good idea of the research if he doesn't.
Germans are trying
Section
to
way back
overrun
there.
one of our strategic locations.
Forward HQ has been redeployed here in the forward squad. This may be a good sector to lock down. And looks like one of the players have backed out of the game. Looks like he's saying his team is a little bit too bossy.
Enemy is down to 200 points.
But with one player backed out of the game, I'm going to fast forward the rest of the game because AIs can only do so much.
Target lost engagement with Jerry, one of our tanks.
Grenadier is falling back. Let's go and try to stick out with the AI for a little bit. Double Hummel there.
Jerry's pushed through our lines and is trying
But
to
the
take
AI
the
has already lost almost everything. Yep, the AI has pretty much lost everything. So, I'm going to fast forward, and the game's over with the AI. Does cast the GG now. One Hummel does go down. The other player has back the game now. That is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started with it, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. My apologies, I'm back. Let's see. Let's just do this one. Greetings everyone, Angrade here with another Cup Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the US forces, we got Death Machine. Spawn on the right side as the Wehrmacht forces, we got Guy Incognito. Yeah, I just had to take a quick restroom break. Because you guys know how much fluid I drink each day. A little bit too much.
Engineers, eyes and ears in the field.
Triple Engineer opener on the field versus double Pioneers. Barracks now being deployed on the field.
Listen here.
Reporting as ordered.
Engineers here.
It's built.
Yep. Generally, I drink generally drink some flavored waters. I of course have a drink here. There's a tea, which is another 2 liters, and various other sources as well, like caffeinated drinks and all that sort. I drink a lot of fluids. Today I'm also a little bit tired at the moment. I've been getting my steps in each day. I've been easily reaching the daily recommend of 10,000 steps per day, so my feet are actually a little bit in pain at the moment. So that could be also because my shoes, I tend to wear holes at the bottom of them. I'm about to wear holes at the bottom of my current set of shoes as well.
Construction is done.
Because the shoes only last about a year before I wear a hole in the bottom of them. Looks like he's trying to split up this squad once again. Does not fully capture this one. He made a mistake and now he's going to capture it. And this mistake cost him some valuable time on engineers to push forward. He did lay down some wire here. So he not like the Volksgrenadiers could advance, though there's also over here, I believe.
Barbed wire laid up.
What's our plan?
For me, it's just getting my steps in is all work related. But with lifting weights is probably a good idea as well. Probably should do that if I ever had time, because 8-hour job plus streaming for a couple of weeks a day, I have no spare time left. All the rest of my spare time is just relaxing.
Munitions point is ours.
Pioneers cutting some wire. Volksgrenadiers can force back the engineers, no problem. Early retreat, good idea. Up here, I got the Rock Squad, force back the Pioneers.
Rifle squad on point.
Eyes on me.
Sector being captured.
Volksgrenadiers are capturing that sector there. Engineers moving around. Munition sector or fuel sector being decaptured now. Double Volksgrenadiers to the cutoff sectors. Volksgrenadiers and Rifle Squad will find each other. Those Volksgrenadiers need to migrate up north, maybe get over here to engage. Engineers pushing down there to support them out, but now got two Volks here. Focusing on the engineers, we're going to run them down. Got a line of sight block here. Rifle Squad backs off to get some distance. Engineers do escape across the bridge. Not really though. They're probably going to get wiped out. That's a bad retreat path, so they are wiped out.
Infantry squad reporting casualties.
That's sort of what happens. You try to use that little exploit to capture up sectors like that.
Enemy unit down.
Sometimes you just screw up entirely. Pioneer went down there, so Engineer went down, Pioneer went down. Somewhat equal. If we were to get infantry, needs one command point, then he can get Rifle Squad to lay down some wire to close off that path. Volksgrenadiers captain that fuel sector. Of course, got the Volksgrenadiers to support him out as well. Rifle Squad needs to be a bit careful. He is focused on the much more vulnerable squad, which is very good. The Volksgrenadiers get out of the garrison to get more rifles firing. Push away forward as well. This Volks does fall back. Rifle Squad still has almost 6 models alive, but they are very wounded. The Rifle Squad disintegrated pretty quickly there once they start dropping off models. And it looks like the Rifle Squad does find an MG42.
Engineers, pay attention.
Sniper is ready for action.
Early US sniper on the field. Unit sniped, so there's also a Wehrmacht sniper on the field as well. So both players who
Germans are after one of our munitions.
got on
points.
early sniper. So I suppose that's going to be equal. But he had to receive a sniper shot there first, so he is possibly where this opponent has gone for a sniper, but it's only one kill. I'm not sure if he was paying close enough attention to it.
Construction is done. Good enough for army work.
US sniper should try to camouflage and eye for counter sniping duty. We have some wire here.
Sniper!
Now he definitely knows about the sniper there. US sniper camouflaging up here. No landmines to intercept him.
We're losing a munitions point.
He could on camouflage to get closer. Rifle sniper falls back, and with the amount of wire that the US players lay down the field, he is unable to make an intercept of the snipe path. If he were to cut through over here, he probably could have got a possibility of a counter snipe,
I have everything but a target.
but his own wire did thwart that. Pioneers do fall back there. Volksgrenadiers are moving around.
Germans are seizing territory from us.
Fuel supply is ours.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge!
Composition B is in. Troops can now make sticky bombs.
Sticky bomb
Engineer
research.
ready and waiting.
People. Able Company has the point. Eyes on me.
Pioneers heading down south.
Construction finished.
What guy was that? Was that a looks like right from the model there? I don't know why I thought that was a sniper. Sniper, US sniper fire shot there. And the MG42, engineers get hit there. Landmine being salvaged. So the US made his sniper known. Didn't want to hold fire for the counter snipe.
Engineers here!
He should have seen that was laying down a landmine. Volksgrenadiers may defuse the landmine. Most of the Volksgrenadiers will defuse the landmine. Another US sniper on the field. He could get a pot shot over here. Wehrmacht sniper advancing. Volkswagen is trying to find that sniper. Wait, whose landmine? That's a US landmine.
To get this done.
I have not reached my weekly quota of a sniper hitting landmine. And with snipers and landmines everywhere, I have a feeling that could be possible this game.
Done building. Squad.
US players playing on a good number of landmines.
We're losing ground out there.
Contact! Crowd infantry! Coming up behind you!
Sniper ready for orders.
MG does fall back. I thought I heard a mortar. I could have mistaken. It could have been something else. Something else being built.
One shot, one kill.
Curiosity now built. Storm Armory now being built, so he's got his tier 3 going. Pioneers and the snipers up here. There's one of the US snipers. Right now, US snipers here. 2 rifle squads in the field, 2 Volks, 1 MG, 2 Pioneers, 2 Engineers.
The Axis are winning the battle. Get back in the fight.
People.
Rifle squad will capture this cutoff sector.
Rifle squad has the objective.
Rifle squad is being engaged! Look sharp, rifle
Both those guys do fall back. Volkswagen is making the way forward. Sniper does get a good shot there. Since he saw that sniper retreat, he can have more free reign with his sniper. Another good shot there. And splitting the fire, he needs to hit the guy that's charging at him first. Perhaps got to get some decent free shots there. The snipers could rotate around and get some shots there. Does get one hit at least. Rifle squad takes some hits. Rifle squad needs to fall back relatively soon. But looks like the sniper's going to try to move over here, get some shots. Our landmine detonation. Looks like the Pioneer found it. Good shots there. Volkswageners need to fall back. 2, 3, 4 advancing. And there is a landmine there, which could actually blow up this rifleman.
Flying fire from your armor!
Destroyed engine crit there, so it's going to take a long time to creep on out of there, but no threat to it at the moment.
Loaded for bear.
We got a 30 cal. Actually,
Rifle squad has the objective.
the 30 cal could take out the 2, 3, 4. It has armor piercing rounds. There's some line of sight blocking issues here. He's stopping firing. Got a pretty good volley onto it though, so no 30 cal pick there. MG42 and Pioneers push way forward. Wehrmacht sniper up here. Any landmine this direction? Doesn't appear to be. I haven't seen doctrine from either player just yet. No pit of bounce, got a Stug. US sniper fired a shot. Pioneer get forced on back from the sniper. May have got some repairs there. Not enough to get the engine repaired. Engine still on fire. I recommend to deal with the engine fire. Close the flaps around the engine and let it smother out. Rifle squad does take a hit there. Pioneers with flamethrower. Flamethrower straight forward.
Casualties being reported.
US
We're
player
losing
lost
a
one of his
fuel sector.
snipers. Wilson went down to MP40 squad. MP40 squad over here. Engineers need to fall back out. We'll get the point captured.
The Huns are taking our territory.
So the US player is taking some losses here. Did the Wehrmacht sniper go wiped out?
Enemy
Looks like he's falling
unit
back.
down.
Flamethrower squad gets wiped out. Rifle sniper does skip on out of there with plenty of health. And now got the 2, 3, 4 scenes repairs. We do have not even a supply yard. He may go for airborne at the current rate. Decent munitions income, 61. Another 234, I'm guessing. I once killed a Puma with a sniper. It is not bulletproof, it is bullet resistant. So even rifle squads can take it out, just more of RNG.
We're down to 300 points.
We have the fuel point.
Minesweeper complete. Rifle squad moving around. Flamethrower straight forward. Some of the wire gets overran. 30 cal will get flanked, so no armor piercing rounds. At least not onto the 234. Flamer getting hit quite hard. We got supply yard upgrade now.
Enemy unit down.
Flamer goes down. Rifle squad may get wiped on out. We do now have a supply yard built. No motor pool, nor tank depot. It's 180 fuel, so maybe tank depot's the way to go. Probably enough for a Sherman tank after that, especially when it gets done building.
The Germans are after one of our munitions points.
What's next?
As 2 engineers, Minesweeper up north, tank depot not been pulling field, has 100 fuel remaining, so soon almost enough fuel for a Sherman Crocodile. But probably best to go for either a Hellcat M10. Ooh, nice little pick there. That's a US landmine there. Probably best to go for a regular Sherman tank or a M10 or Hellcat. Something engaged with Stug. Wehrmacht sniper here.
We're all reinforced.
Good shot there. Counter snipe. Does not engage. He could creep his way forward.
Germans are seizing territory from us.
Respect the Pioneer. Did not want to lose the squad. It may have been a good idea to let the Pioneer get sacked so you get the counter snipe. Landmine may be found here. Landmine found up somewhere. Does get this one. Destroyed engine crate on this 234 as well. I'm not sure the landmine actually exploded. We do have a 30 cal drop right there. Maybe in this landmine. Sniper now over C1. And 42 pressing down the rifleman. Rotating the gun. And does pack on up. 3 packs deploys.
Out there.
Got these guys back here. Should be able to take some good damage there.
Rifle squad taking fire!
Use some medical supplies on these 2 guys. You got these 2 guys back here. And also get a good burst there. The defense model should be able to take out that one. M10 deployed in the field.
We have territory cut off from supply.
234 still alive.
Sniper killed in action.
And looks like he does get the US player got counter sniped. Looks like it may went down right there. Yeah, that looks like a scope rifle there. And before the squad does fall back, we do now have the M10 push way forward.
Munitions point under attack.
M10 push way forward.
Enemy unit down.
And there goes the motorcycle. Another M10 on the build queue.
Lads must be napping. We took the point, no contact.
MG4 to capture the munitions sector now. The US players does not appear to select the
Crossing
doctrine
Fed
just
forward
yet.
supply lines.
Has 6 command points. The Wehrmacht player, I have not seen a visible doctrine either. He has some idle units back here.
Construction finished.
No Comcraft Center for some passive health regen.
We're all reinforced.
Taking on
NC-14 needs a full withdrawal there. Deploying would just result in his death.
Enemy unit down.
Double Pioneer here. Landmine being established here. Do now the 234 push down south. Flamethrower straight forward, getting some bursts on these guys. M10 straight forward, gets shot there on the Stug.
Enemy unit down.
Bounce there.
Our forces are taking
M10
care-
making a good shot here. Stug goes down to the M10, gets a crush. Was that the sniper? Yeah, looks like the sniper got crushed there. 234 heading down south. Rock Squad getting hit there. So what do we have? Triple M10 on the field. Yep, sniper got crushed.
Victory point under siege. The Germans are moving in.
Volkswagen is decapturing the VP. And we do now have a squad of stormtroopers on the field. One Panzerschreck upgrades. He's gone for Blitzkrieg. He may go for a second Panzerschreck.
The Huns are taking our territory.
Down south, we've got the 234 trying to hide away. But if he starts running away, that's a good spot to scout out. But we get to see a pretty rare part of the map because you don't really see much action down here.
Down. Allies are down to 200 points.
The US player is taking some good engagements, but he is severely behind the VPs. The Wehrmacht player still has full 500 VPs. The amount of M10s in the field. Stormtroopers may be a good idea for some ambush. Make out some landmines to help them out, but it all depends on some consumption. Does reclaim the 30 cal. Pioneers do fall back. Looks like we still only have the one Panzerschreck. Nope, there's a second Panzerschreck now. And in a position where we won't get crushed, but did roll double miss.
The Germans are after one of our munitions points.
Just flinch his way forward and almost in the shreds, almost getting himself killed. Pioneers do fall back there.
Front shift.
I think a Pack 38 or
Krauts are
2
grabbing
back here wouldn't be half
territory
bad. He does. Oh, that's a Panzer Command, not even Kriegsbeer. So no Kriegsbeer on the field, but Panzer Command. Is this going to be for a Panther? I don't think a Panzer IV would be great for 3 triple M10. Makes nice crossholders, but I think at this point in time, Stormtroopers may be a little bit better for the Panzerschreck upgrade. Sherman take the ball on the field. A landmine detonation there. Volkswagen moving around.
Capture complete. This point is army now.
They're taking one of our points.
Pioneer dropped the model there. Stormtroopers pushing down south. No Kampfkraft Center for any veterancy. Or let alone for some health regen. Hasn't like every single game of cast today had Shermans? Oh, either way, M10's moving around. Volkswagen do fall back. At this point, it's starting to be decaptured. What was the last game we didn't have Shermans? My first game cast today had Shermans. We do now have a good hit there on the Rifleman. We've got a Wehrmacht Panther, the rarer of the 2 Panthers.
Losing ground.
Yep, sorry about that. We do now have Fire Squad falling back. While I think people rely on Panthers too much, I think it's a good time for a Panther because 3 M10s and a Sherman tank. That's a lot of armor. But then again, I feel like it's more
Losing
that
ground
Panzer
out
Elite
there.
over rely on Panthers. Though some Wehrmacht players do as well.
begin armored operations.
Double miss there. Good shot there. Takes out the machine gun placement. We do now have field repair and allied war machine available. Probably, all depends how well the Panzertrucks can get support. Because right now, the Panzertrucks, I don't think got a single hit on the M10s just yet. But they can provide a lot of fire support. The Panther's, of course, is unvetted. No comp crafts ever even on the field. Good hits there, out of control. So Panzertrucks do finish it off.
We're down one
Allied War
tank.
Machine is active there. And he's going to just send forward another one here just to get Allied War Machine pay for its full value. There goes the M10. This one should just probably keep his distance there. Sherman tank on the cutoff sector, or cutoff path. Reinforcement with the path. Another Sherman tank deploying field. So mass Shermans now being transitioned to. We've got 3 M10s, 2 Shermans. Gotta keep that armor rolling.
Front shifting. Routes are grabbing territory.
Quite possibly, yeah. We do now have some shots there onto the Stormtroopers. One good hit there onto the M10. Gets a hit there. Good pen onto the M10. Main gun short quick there. Uniper is active, not enough missions for Allied War Machine, but does keep the gun at least firing. Stormtroopers inside the church. The church becomes a little bit extra holy. Panther gonna need some repairs. You may need to get another Wehrmacht Panther at the current rate. There's a lot of assets in the field. M10 does go to control there. Panther trying to run. Pioneers decide to full withdrawal as well. Let's see, something being pulled out there. Probably another Panther. And Panther does go down.
Enemy unit down.
Point captured.
Another squad of Stormtroopers. Pioneers pretty forward. Takes a pretty good hit there. Minesweeper does fall back. Flamethrower can't do much versus the M10. Who knows open top? That's not the right type of game for that. Good shot there from the Panther. Pioneer squad make a
Enemy
crush.
unit
Does get fully crushed, giving the M10 especially 2. When the M10 gets very vetted, they become hyper lethal. Got double Sherman tank here. Double Panther, triple Panther straight forward.
The enemy is down to 300 losing a victory
Good
point.
pen
We are
there.
losing
Sherman
a
tank gets a good
victory
hit.
point.
Gets inside the garrison, which should just been a move forward.
Sherman on point. Okay, done. Ready to take the field.
Panther takes some hits. I wonder what resource he has at the moment. He's pretty much a pop cap. Has some resources to work with. But at this point in time, he probably can't afford another Panther. He probably just needs to go for a Panzer IV. Though he's also lacking population space in general. Auto grenade misses. The church a little bit too wide for the splash effect to be effective sometimes. Stormtroopers being sent back to the fire. Stormtroopers completely go down there due to a bit of mismanagement. Flamethrowers hitting the Panther, and the Stormtroopers who get inside the garrison gets over here. Theater repair active, and one Panther will have trouble out damaging the repair ability. So these guys can brawl a little bit longer. Stormtroopers get inside this barn, which is not a great spot for them. There's a window up there apparently. Flamethrower push away forward, clean up the barn there, setting up Blaze. M10's come for flank. And I say flank, I mean frontal armor the Panther.
Full squad is down. The Yankees are attacking one of our OPs.
And looks like the Wehrmacht player is back to the game.
OP under attack. We are losing ground.
And that is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's see. Probably have time for one more replay tonight. Let's see. That was this one here. Let's try to find maybe something with Brits or Panzer Elite next. Which I may not have too many of them. Oh, here's one. Same player. Should be fine enough. If you just wanted to send me a message of the replay, I could probably take a look at it maybe next week. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Couple Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the Wehrmacht forces, we got Death Machine. Spawn on top left side as the British forces, we got TAF, I think. More Pioneers of Corps. Oh wait, no, that's a lot of Pioneers. We got a Quintuple Pioneer opener, which is not too uncommon versus Brits, believe it or not. Since Brits are relatively slow on the initial capturing game, going for a large number of Pioneers to really get a good capturing game going is a great way. Probably going to be a tier 1 skip, probably going to go straight for the Kriegsbergs. That we're going to see a skip to Stormtroopers, that's going to be pretty rare. Though you can always go for Forward HQ as a possibility.
Pioneers ready and engaging enemy.
Pioneers pushing up north.
Jawohl, mein Herr.
Pioneers take a volley there from the infantry section.
Pioneers reporting fuel location capture. Pioneers have seized objective.
Pioneers do fall back in time. Pioneers push along the flank.
Pioneer team ready.
Pioneers push forward, Sten engaging. Lieutenant does get a quick kill. It's a fight that can go either way, but looks like the Lieutenant will win out the fight. He does lose the Pioneer a little bit foolishly, but we do now have a Schimpfwagen being put on field. I was not expecting that.
Munitions location captured by Pioneer squad.
Quintuple Pioneers into Schimpfwagen. Scope off for squad, push way forward.
Munitions point
Pioneers
is
here. Jawohl, mein Herr.
Sector's being captured on a Pioneer squad will probably be forcing back. He will get the sector captured, but will not be in supply. It does use deployed as a marksman there, which may have been a bit overkill. It's just a Pioneer. I don't really value Pioneers that highly. Probably neither the Wehrmacht player. Another section push way forward. HQ redeployed on this munitions sector there, or yep, this munitions sector up there. Schimpfwagen push way forward. He may be able to finish off that lieutenant. I guess he went for the Schimpfwagen just to finish off this lieutenant. I mean, not entirely half bad idea. It's too early to get out casualty cleaning station. And taking out early lieutenant like this is actually pretty nice. Get rid of Efficiency 1, denies heroic charge. It finishes off very early. And when did they get Efficiency 2? Of course, they have improved Aura and Efficiency 3, the +1 command point. He just denied all of that.
We have captured a fuel supply.
I wonder, is it actually worth it to build the Wehrmacht Corps and deploy a Schimpfwagen to snipe the lieutenant? It might actually be. And of course, the Schimpfwagen can still be useful later on. Like right now, like shooting this intersection, trying to crawl or walk towards the strategic point. Pioneer taking some damage there. He needs to fall back a little soon. Out of supply now, but does get pretty close to the street point. Capture this up, and probably the other guys will start firing away against this guy here.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
3 Pioneers remaining. Do have a Wehrmacht sniper on the field. He could go straight for stormtroopers. You now have something being pulled out there, the landmines. Wehrmacht sniper getting some good damage up there. And looks like the Pioneer may get wiped out. Does not though. This intersection is starting to get overran here as well. I think that's going to be for the field support truck. Nope, there's a field support truck. This might be for another intersection. Could be for another lieutenant. I'm honestly not sure. Let's go for our squad. Try and engage this Schimwagen. But I think they're trying to hunt down the sniper, which is over here. Landmine here. It is a scope our squad. If he stalls him too much, it did get spotted there. It didn't stall as much. He could have got the landmine detonation there. But now the landmine is swept. Does force him back there. The landmine should revert back relatively soon. Another landmine here. And now I do have the field support truck creeping its way forward.
Field repairs complete.
Got some shots there on the scope rifle squad. Oh! That's one way to finish off the Schimwagen. He saw the landmine earlier. Did he purposely detonate the landmine to explode the Schimwagen? Purposeful or not, that is exactly what happened. And if that was purposeful, I think that's worth. Because he lost 2 models to take out Schimwagen. Now got a Bren carrier, loaded up a Bren squad. He has a nice little drive-by there. Trying to go for another landmine there. Got 2 snipers here. Trying to lay down the landmine, does get interrupted. Snipers take some fire. Trying to lure to the landmine. And does manage to get on the other side. But the landmine there, he's trying to go for another landmine. Oof. Bren carrier came out in perfect time as well. The Wehrmacht guy has not brought out any counter to the Bren carrier. Now he's down to a single Pioneer and a single sniper. There's assault phase. Cancels when the Pioneer's queued on up. He's going to go straight for 2, 3, 4s, I'm assuming.
An assault force has now been assembled in our
And
reserves.
stormtroopers could be brought on in as well. Though the structure does cost a bit of manpower. So you probably can't get both at the exact moment. Sniper falls back. Bren carrier's over here. Stormtroopers do get summoned. Going for a Panzerschreck. No STGs. Landmines found there. Landmine found there. There's a decent number of landmines field. The one over here was cancelled. The one over here was cancelled. Blew up one of his guys there because he flinched forward. Gotta love the flinching mechanic. There's a reason why in Company Heroes 2 they removed it from multiplayer because blew up another one of his guys because of the flinching mechanic. Pioneers do fall back there.
Infantry at the Reichsdefense.
Double Panzerschreck, which would be useful against the Bren carrier. And may pick off one of these structures. We do have a 17-pounder there. Not really needed at the moment. I suppose now if he pulls out Stug, he has a good counter to it. I'm pretty sure Bofors is more than adequate versus 2, 3, 4. Though I rarely ever see Bofors whatsoever.
What?
Could see double Panzerschreck shot here. One. Does take out the Bren, takes out the sniper. Nothing to stop the stormtroopers to destroy the 17-pounder. bundle grenades could be useful, but the grab players down to minimal forces still. Does use Boyd as a marksman there. Good shots there onto the 70 pounder. 3 guys remaining. He needs to take. He only needs 1 upper gun. He is preparing up the sapper. 1 pantry truck gets it decrewed. So missing that 1 shot was a bit of a problem, but I think 1 more pantry truck is all he needs. Does take it out there. The Pioneer
Pioneers here.
laying down another landmine there.
It is bit.
Maybe another good idea for another stormtrooper with some STGs this time. He's spending his munitions on more landmines. And I think just pulling out a stormtrooper wouldn't be half bad just to get combat force. He's going for a sniper.
The mines are ready.
Attention. The enemy advances.
Replacements have arrived.
New sections decapturing the munitions sector. Pioneer does fall back.
Attention. The enemy advances.
Grapple grenade squad upgraded.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
We are here to destroy them. I am ready to target the enemies of the Reich.
Heat squad push way forward.
Our supply lines are
At your
broken.
service.
Does fall back there.
Sturmtruppen here.
Let's see. He's going for the HQ command truck. He's pulling something here that could be for the armor command truck. I don't think it's for a lieutenant. Or retreat there. We could see a bundle grenade on the retreat path. Here's the retreat button. Because that could have been a good spot for a bundle grenade. Though they did retreat back pretty spread out, though. Pioneers, I think, should just be sent over here. Do have this scope of squad capture the flanks. The Axis players has max out VPs. His opponent only is down by 10, but soon we're going to be counting down. Another 70 pounder there to pose up more stormtroopers. Good splash at them, the MG42 by the rifle grenade.
We're losing territory.
He may be trying to save up for Stews for the command points rather than going for 2, 3, 4.
Stormtrooper, ready to kill.
Looks like he's going to still go for ambushes to destroy the structures with his whatchamacallit Penstrix. Sniper taking severe damage in 4-2, setting on up. This would be a great way to lure these guys on in. Though he may want to not. Oh, we got all sorts of being brought in. Full retreat. There goes the sniper. There goes the MG. Here comes the Panzertrex. Maybe a bundle grenade on the retreat path. Falls on back there. Medics pushing the way back. Pioneer, I think one of them may have been picked off by the 17 pounder. As far as I can tell, there's no kill markers. No kill counters.
Pioneers ready for duty.
More Pioneers floating the field. The landmine being pulled out by the British player right there. Not a bad idea since he's keep on pushing forward with the stormtroopers through that region. Landmines there wouldn't be half bad. MG42 will be grabbed as well. Maybe put it right here to cover anything over here. That may be too far away. Maybe right there. The landmine's definitely a good idea by the British player. Though the Wehrmacht players are rotating around to the other VP. What's this back here? Another Bren carrier. Skopaka squad does fall back.
Veterancy gained.
MG here.
Registry 1 infantry now researched. We do have that Wehrmacht landmine going down. There's another one there. 70 pounder hitting the pioneers. MG42 push away backwards. Stormtroopers in a position where I think a bundle grenade could be very useful. Great landmine detonation there. Rifle grenade squad, however, still firing away. PS splashes the MG itself. Bren squad does get pinned down. Rifle grenade squad is still unsuppressed. Still unsuppressed. Rifle grenade there. Gets good hits. Falls back entirely. Stews can now be brought on in. Here comes the stormtroopers. The HQ has been partially repaired. How many Pantreks? We got three.
The enemy advances.
3 Pantreks, now 4th ones. Great hits there. The single Pantrek squad could eye for a bundle grenade here. HQ does go down. Could eye for the casual cleaning station just next. Good Pete's. I think most of the periods took out the casual cleaning station, but the Pantreks did help out as well. These guys need to fall back, take some fire. Does fall back there. Now the British player has no income at the moment. Shooting straight forward, no thing to gauge these guys here. Stormtroopers do escape out of there. It does have mercy one, so it does have now some passive health for Gen. Another truck here. Bren carrier heading down south. One landmine detonated there. The other one still exists.
Warming up the engine, sir.
Still hurt for munitions now. Ah, enemy location.
VPs are currently captured in favor of the Axis player, but the VPs are very even.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Objective seized. I don't know if I can hold it.
Cutoff sector re-secured. As points being decaptured. The Bren carrier is heading down south. I actually don't know what doctrine the British player's gone for. I don't see boards, so he's not at least gone for Royal Engineers, but at least that's nothing visible. Honestly, of course, I always like to see something else than Royal Artillery. Oh no, we saw Royal Artillery. We saw the Officer Artillery, so he has gone for Royal Artillery. I'm just fine if the British players go for anything but Royal Artillery, since Royal Artillery is like 90% of all British doctrines selected, at least in the replays of cast. And I generally think Royal Commando is the second least picked doctrine of all replays I've casted, and Royal Engineers is the least picked.
I think those hits are getting closer.
Pioneer team ready.
Bit of wire there, very nice. Remember as well, that's left versus right map side dynamic with the two VPs over here. Wiring off there will cause some issues for the British player. Of course, Bren carrier can of course smash on through like the Kool-Aid Man. Stormtroopers pushing up there, but the Stew gets a good hit there. Bren carrier there does smash on through. Get squad there, gets a pen onto the Stew. Bren squad here, make it. And maybe we're gonna need to finish off to take out the Bren with the stormtroopers. Now here's the ambush. Stu gets a good shot onto the Brent, finished off, takes out a good number of models there. Right now the British players somewhat contained left side of the map, which is not good for the British, like I said. 2 VPs over here.
Pioneers have seized objectives. No enemy in sight.
Let's see. The Wehrmacht player has plenty of fuel, going for more pioneers. British player has 4 command points, decent amount of resources. 17 pounder there, just trying to protect the flank. Also, this could be this is the reinforcement spot for the northern player, the British player. So make sure this is secure will save any sort of priests or HQs they may summon. Stormtroopers do find that landmine does drop a Panzer there. I thought he got wiped out by those 2 rifle grenades.
Munitions depot
Sorry,
is
hit my
being
microphone.
overrun.
Goliath on the field.
Bloody hell, they've zeroed in on us!
He hits Sapper. Pioneers do have good fire support though.
The Seals reported Jerry Tank has been knocked out.
Jerry Tank, I assume that's the Goliath? No, Goliath right there. Oh no, the Stu went down up here. Wait, how did that go down? The 17 pounder.
Gun ready.
So the 17 pounder got a good shot there, very nice. Medic taking a 105mm shot. Looks like he does walk away from it. Probably barely. And then walk away from that one. Rifle grenades rained on in. Got a Panzerek here as well on the Brent squad, which could button him. Does get buttoned there. Goliath advancing. Goliath get a pretty good hit there. Takes out the MG and the
Germans are
17
seizing
pounder.
territory from us.
Nothing spectacular, but very, very nice nonetheless. Quadruple Panzerek or triple Panzerek straightforward. Of course, he did drop one.
With infantry!
There's a snipe there. Gains good hits there on this Brent squad. Do straightforward. Try and go for another 17 pounder. Piet's in the region.
We're losing a strategic location.
Scope Alpha Squad finds the MG42 in a pretty good position. We also have something here. Just a Pioneer. Something exploded there. Stormtroopers creeping way forward. Remember as well, they do have access to bomber grenade. Actually, good grenade. Lieutenant does play catch with a 105mm shot there. Second counter active fired. I think that was the armor piercing round there. Grenades there. Main gun destroyed crit. The Stu has been hit pretty hard there. Scope of Squad does get pinned. Panzereks push way forward. 6 command points for the British player. I'm not sure what a doctrine he should go for. Or doctrinal abilities, since we know he's gone for artillery. Against the Stu, this is actually one of the very few cases where Tetrarchs could have been useful. Though, to be honest, Stewarts, in my opinion, are just generally a little bit better. Looks like Landmine wipes out a Pioneer.
Losing territory. Veterans gain.
Yeah, now think about it. It's hard to make Tetrarchs useful at any point of time, since Stewarts are just usually available and they're just generally a little bit better because Cancer Shot is awesome. So maybe Churchills would have been nice here as well. It does have to be careful with Panzereks, but Churchills can suppress the Panzerek squads of Shell Shock. Great hit there. An Aviary wouldn't be that bad against these Panzerek squads as well. I just don't think Royal Artillery was great. Does lose a couple squads there, including the captain. Sappers straight forward. Those guys do fall back. Good shots are in 17 pounders.
Heavy assault forces ready.
Tiga Pounds cannot be brought in. Takes a 70 pounder there, but I think the British player is just getting wiped off the map right now. That look, I think he's idle right now, the British player.
Yes, sir. European team ready.
Yeah, looks like the British player is just idle.
We're losing contact with the strategic supply lines. We're down to 300 supply lines are broken.
Yep, and looks like the British player is knocked out of the game now. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And that will be it for me tonight. I'm not exactly 100% right now, so I will call it early for the stream. See if there's anybody can raid for a couple euros. One. Let's see. Over to heroes. Here we go.